When I moved to the land after marrying a farmer with a little baby in tow, I was just totally untethered. It was a total baptism of fire. I lost my village. I had no services or support nearby, and that's the idea where Motherland was born. Motherland is a national charity that supports rural mums across Australia. Our mission is to end that crippling isolation that so many women on the land face, and we do that through our podcast, our online mothers group program, and all the advocacy that we do to show that rural mums matter and rural mums need more support.
Melanoma is Australia's national cancer. We've got the highest incidence of anywhere in the world.
Every 30 minutes, an Australian is diagnosed with melanoma. Every 6 hours, an Australian dies of melanoma.
Our aim at Melanoma Institute Australia is to deliver on 0 deaths from melanoma.
And although we're now curing 50% of patients, we aim to get to 100% and also impact other cancers for the benefit of all Australians.
I'd like to be part of a world, be part of a country where violence doesn't exist. I know it seems unreachable, but I'd like to play a part in that. I want people to feel that they're not alone, they're never alone, and each time that I share my lived experience, I'm actually healing myself, and I want to pass those skills on to other people. I just want people to live a happy life.
I've been expeditioning for many decades, and that includes 13 trips to Antarctica and 5 to the high Arctic. And the thing that strikes you about them is their fragility, their beauty, and the need to protect them. I would like to save the planet. This involves dealing with the issues of climate change and damage to ecosystems, biodiversity loss. They are the two big issues. We have caused them, and it's up to us to solve them. We can and we must.
For a long time in my career, I was the only female on sites, whether they were small housing sites or whether they were sites in cities that had several hundred people on them. The dropout rate for first-year female apprentices is 74%. So within that first year, the toxicity that surrounds them and the type of reactions they get makes them leave, and we can't keep them, which is a massive, massive issue. I'd like to see a construction industry that welcomes and empowers women in all roles, whether it's apprenticeships, trade roles or management positions, and where we start to talk about being better at what we do and stop talking about gender being a barrier.
I want to build schools where love's at the centre. I want to challenge the way we do education for youth at risk. We just need varieties and options for, you know, these kids with special gifts, you know, that are basically being thrown away because they don't fit in the model we've got. It's about giving them a tribe, finding belonging, and then inspiring them to walk their path.
So my cause really is about what Indigenous people have been asking for a very long time, and that's the eradication of racism. I believe one of the solutions to eradicating racism is cultural safety. Cultural safety isn't learning about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Cultural safety is actually about critical self-reflection. It really talks to us about what racism is and how it negatively impacts on all of us.
In the 90s, the sniffing problem was really rife in remote communities. There was so much damage being caused by petrol sniffing. For the last 21 years, I've been in CALA's Central Australian Youth Link-Up Service, which is an agency that was formed to stop petrol sniffing and to improve the quality of life of kids in remote communities so that they wouldn't have to sniff and they wouldn't be drawn to sniffing and other substance abuse. It is possible to make life better for kids out bush. It's quite possible, and it's really important to do so.